Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap space every morning at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investments. Thursday, February 11th, one of the best news days we've had in 2010 so far. Pay attention. 5 press releases all over the world, all different industries. Let's get straight to it. First, NuLegacy Mining trades on the big board TSX on the stock symbol ND. This isn't a AGORACOM client. Have to disclose that as always. We don't talk about AGORACOM client news unless it stands on its own 2 feet. Here's what you need to know. They announced today that their Turk mine in Zimbabwe produced 1,160 ounces of gold in January. This compares to 874 ounces in December of 2009. An additional 512 ounces of gold were also awaiting export at the end of the month and will be included in February 2010 sales. Let's talk about gold sales for January. Do the math here, nice numbers, $903,000. That were sales for the month of January at an average gold price of $1,117 per ounce. Company's doing great things. This isn't a AGORACOM client, so assume I'm horribly conflicted. But go take a look at this company's press releases over the last several months. Production is increasing, revenue is increasing. This is just a great story. I really like it. 100% of the gold sales were received in U.S. dollars. A little bit about the company, if you're not familiar with them. This is a Zimbabwe-focused junior gold company, and they're expanding gold production at both the Turk and Angeles mines, and they actually press released that a couple months ago. So get over to the AGORACOM hub or go through the press release for NuLegacy, and you'll see those numbers. With gold doing so well, holding firm, NuLegacy has a nice outlook for it. Closed yesterday $1.12, 52-week low 41 cents, 52-week high $1.85. So they're sitting about the midpoint range. You might want to take a look at that. Next up, switching over to China, and you know we love the Chinese small caps. China-Biotics trades on the stock symbol CHBT on the NASDAQ. They reported their third quarter and their 9-month numbers. I'm going to give you the 9-month numbers. This is a probiotics products company. They're involved in the complete chain from soup to nuts, from manufacturing to distribution. Net sales, $56 million, up 4%, up 44%. Gross profit, just under $40 million, up 45%. Adjusted net income, $19 million, up 68%. But when you net out a non-cash loss, and that's important, it's a non-cash loss of $6.2 million related to the change in the fair value of their convertible notes. GAAP net income, $12.8 million. That compares to $13.4 million for the same period last year. So depends on how you want to look at that non-cash item. Personally, if it's a non-cash item, I like to look at the bigger number. So they're up 68% on the bottom line. Closed yesterday at $13.25. Seems like a big number, maybe a little out of our range, but important to bring up the fact that the 52-week low, and China-Biotics has been on AGORACOM TV a few times, 52-week low, $5.42. So ample opportunity for investors to profit from these kind of situations. Next up, staying with China, JASO Holdings, NASDAQ, JASO. They put out their fourth quarter and full year numbers. I've got the fourth quarter numbers for you. Revenue, $238 million. That's up 23% sequentially over the previous quarter and 66% year over year. Big number. Gross profit, $49 million compared to $32.3 million sequentially last quarter, and $1.4 million in the fourth quarter of 2008 year over year. So that's a massive number if I'm reading this right. Gross profit $49 million fourth quarter this year, $1.4 million fourth quarter last year. Go take a deeper look at the numbers, but that's a big jump. On the balance sheet, cash and cash equivalents about $273.6 million. Total working capital, $444 million. Long-term bank borrowings, just under $100 million. And convertible bonds outstanding, $228. So we're talking about a really significant company here. Closed yesterday at $505. 52-week low, $1.77. 52-week high, $695. This is a manufacturer, and JASO has been on AGORACOM TV a number of times. You could have caught this earlier. A manufacturer of high-performance solar cells. What they do is they sell the products to solar manufacturers worldwide, who then go assemble and integrate these cells into modules and systems that convert sunlight into electricity, and they deal on all levels, residential, commercial, and utility-scale power generation. I really like that company. Another company I really like, Crosshair Exploration, trades on the big board TSX under CXV. And for our friends in the States on the amex under CXZ, Mark Morabito's company, great company. They announced that they intersected 0.18% vanadium over 241 meters. If you don't know what vanadium is, Go take a look at it. Discovery Magazine said that this is the metal that could change the world for a number of reasons. Get over to the Crosshair website to take a look at why vanadium is important, one of those rare metals that you should know about. Let's talk about this press release. They say that they're announcing the widest vanadium intercept to date in hole ML182. This is from an ongoing vanadium program on the Central Mineral Belt project in Labrador. I also like that. It's in Canada. Holes outside of the currently defined resource continue to yield vanadium results, which means they're discovering more and more of this. In fact, for those of you who don't know the story, Crosshair is significantly focused on uranium, but then started to discover vanadium enveloping the uranium deposit, and all they're doing is going back and testing previously drilled holes for uranium and take a look at the vanadium. So they're getting all this done without having to spend extra money on drilling because they've got the core right in front of them. They're just reanalyzing it. That's why I like this. Some highlights: 0.179% over 241 meters, 0.228% over 20 meters, 0.331% over 14 meters, and 0.428% over 4 meters. It's a uranium dominant player, the company says, in the exploration development of uranium. You should know this. Its flagship project, Boot Heel, is located in uranium-friendly Wyoming. With its in-situ mining potential, Boot Heel is designed for near-term production, so keep that in mind as well. And the uranium vanadium project is located in Labrador. It's got 4 currently defined resources. Closed yesterday, 21.5 cents. 52-week high, 36. 52-week low, 12.5, sitting right in that middle range, so it might be a good entry point. As always, you got to do your own due diligence. And finally, Apoquindo Minerals, TSX Venture AQM, nice number here. They announced that they expanded their main zone, intercepting 181 meters of 0.6% copper, including 47 meters of 1.3% copper. It trades on Venture under AQM. These are more drill results from the Zafranal project. This is in the southern Peru copper porphyry belt near the city of Arequipa. The first hole, 1041, that was the headline hole I just gave you. 0906, increased widths and grades, returning 181 meters of 0.59% copper, including 41 meters of 0.98% copper, with the hole ending in mineralization. And the company is also telling us east-west trending main zone mineralization has been defined over 1.2 kilometers of strike length. Pretty good numbers there. I haven't heard a lot about this company, so this may be one of those undiscovered gems. Do your due diligence. Closed yesterday, 88 cents, 52-week low, 20, 52-week high, $1.10. That's a wrap. Great show. Love the news coming out today. We had financial results out of China, resources out of Canada. Great numbers all the way around. If you're looking for more great small cap companies and breaking news, great results, then get yourself to the front page of AGORACOM. Watch the show on the front page. Watch it through our syndication partners at YouTube, AOL Video, Google Video. You got it. And it's part 2. See all the best headlines right on the front page by industry. And third, go into our marketplace. A lot of small cap companies, great succinct descriptions, and you can easily filter the list by industry and exchange to find a list of companies that best suit your portfolio needs. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.